तेजोमण्डलमध्यगं त्रिनयनं दिव्याम्बरालङ्कृतं देवं पुष्पशरेक्षुचापविलसन् माणिक्यपात्राभयं बिभ्राणं करपङ्कजैर्गजपतिस्कन्धादिरूढं विभुं शास्तारं शरणं नमामि सततं त्रैलोक्यसम्मोहनं सुश्यामकोमलविशालतनुं विचित्रं वासोऽवसानमरुणोत्पलदामहस्तम् उत्तङ्गरत्नमकुटं कुटिलाग्रकेशं शास्तारमिष्टवरदं शरणं प्रपद्ये त्रिकूटस्थपुराधीशं पूर्णापुष्कलसंयुतं गजारूढमहं वन्दे शास्तारं कुलदैवतं शास्तारं कुलदैवतं शास्तारं मत्कुलदैवतम् कनिमूल महागणपति स्वामिये शरणमय्यप्प माळिगप्पुरत्तम्म मातावे शरणमय्यप्प सद्गुरुनाथने शरणमय्यप्प स्वामिये शरणमय्यप्प. So today I want to share with you all my understanding of the word Dharma Shastra. So the word Dharma Shastra means one who governs Dharma or one who enforces Dharma. Dharma means right conduct, right action. And without Dharma, there can be no success or happiness in life. And that is why we see this phrase repeated again and again in the Mahabharata. And the phrase is Yato Dharmaha Tato Jayaha, which means where there is Dharma, where there is adherence to right action, there alone lies success or Jayam. This is true in all walks of life. To be successful, one has to be dharmic. This word dharma is derived from the root dhr, which means to uphold, dharana poshanayoho, to sustain or to nourish. And this word dharma in the Vedic context is often used in close association with two other concepts, two other words, which is Ritam and Satyam. So Dharma, Rita and Satya. According to Shankaracharya, Rita is the mental understanding, the mental perception of truth, of Satyam. And Satya means speaking the truth. And Dharma means transforming this understanding of truth into action. In other words, Ritam is truth in thinking, and Satyam is truth in speech or words, and Dharma is truth in action or deed. So that is Dharma. Now the word Shastra, it is derived from Shasanam, means to govern or to rule or to instruct. And this word Shastra has got Panchaksharas, as 5 letters in it. Sha, A, Sa, Ta and A. The first letter Sa means Satyam, Sat or truth. It is to suggest that the first step in knowing Bhagavan is to associate oneself with Sat or truth. And this is done through Satsanga or association with the Sat or the learned. The idea of a predetermined course of study where the students would pay fees and the teacher would receive it is obnoxious to the Vedic conception of acquiring knowledge, of learning. Even though in modern times, living with a guru may not be possible for all, yet one must devote sufficient time to knowing and understanding Dharma through the study of the scriptures. The Vedic religion never discourages healthy doubting and free reasoning. Only it should be done with a real desire to know and accept the truth with an open mind. And this is done through satsanga. The second letter in Shasta, Sha-A, is A. This is to convey the concept of Aradhanam, or loving devotion towards Bhagavan. The conviction and clarity one gets through hearing, through Sravanam, and thinking, Mananam, from Satsanga, it lasts for a while and then fades away at other times. So the knowledge of Sat has not becomes one's own. It is not part of one's system yet. In order to absorb it, to assimilate it, and make it a second nature, and to be established in it, the practice of Aradhanam is required. And the third letter in Shasta is again Sa. This denotes Sharanam, or an attitude of surrender. This is done with a very simple practice of chanting the Navya Akshara Mahamantra. And that 9-lettered mantra is Swamiye Sharanam Ayyappa. There are 3 words, and each word has 3 letters, and in total there are 9 letters in it. Anyone is qualified to do this and can chant this. The only requirement is bhakti or devotion. And such a practice, it helps remove the mental impurities that inhibits, that restricts the knowledge, and results in the flow of grace of Bhagavan. The 4th letter in Shasta is Ta, and this stands for Tattvamasi, the Mahavakya from Samaveda. And this is inscribed in the entrance of the Shabarimala temple. The Pratishtha of Ayyappa in Shabarimala has Chin Mudra in the right hand. This Chin Mudra, it conveys the meaning of Mahavakya Tattvamasi from the Chandogya Upanishad. It means that Bhagavan is trying to say to the devotee, my dear, you and I, we are the same. The truth of the relationship between you, the individual, Jiva, and me, Bhagavan, Ayyappa, are identical. We both are essentially the same. And how do we experience that identity, the oneness with Ayyappa? The answer to that is in the last letter of Shasta, which is A. It stands for Atma Siddhi, the attainment of one's Swarupam, one's true nature. When you reach the Sannidhanam, after going through all the steps, including the Satyamaya Punnu Paninettam Padi, when you pass that final step of truthfulness by totally giving up all falsehood, then Ayyappa lends you the Abhaya Hastam by removing all the bhayam, all the fears rising out of ignorance, and bestows upon you the final goal, which is moksham. And moksham means Atma Siddhi, the attainment of one's true self. So this is indeed the meaning of the word Dharma Shastra. By the practice of dharma, we become drawn to Shastra, and the first step in knowing Bhagavan is to associate oneself with Sat or truth through Satsanga, the association of devotees. This leads us to the second step, which is known as Aradhanam, or a loving devotion towards Bhagavan. And Aradhanam inspires one to reach the third step, which is Sharanam, or an attitude of surrender, which removes Manomalam, the mental impurities, and helps discover peace. And this Sharanam, or surrender, propels one to the path of self-enquiry, which Bhagavan himself answers by revealing the meaning of self, thereby proving that he is Shasta, the instructor of self-knowledge. And this self-knowledge takes the devotee the final step of Atma Siddhi, or gaining of oneself, the attainment of Bhagavan himself, gaining which nothing else remains to be attained. So may Ayyappa bestow the true wishes of all his sincere devotees.